Good morning, students. This is your teacher Neelam Elawat and we'll continue our revision, right? So we have started revision with the chapter 1, that is your chemical equations and reactions. So this is our lecture number 2 for the revision. Okay, dear students? And I hope you've learned, you've revised those pages that we have discussed yesterday. Yes. So coming to the types of equation. See, we know that the chemical equation can be of two types. One is your balanced equation, another is your unbalanced equation. The unbalanced equation is also called as skeletal chemical equation. Okay, dear ones? Skeletal equation is also called an unbalanced equation. So, skeletal equation and unbalanced equation, they are both in the same type. Like suppose if we write Mg plus O2 is equal to MgO. So, this is simply a skeletal equation, right everyone? This is simply a skeletal equation. So, a chemical equation which represents your symbols and formula of reactants and products which are taking part in the reaction is referred to as skeletal chemical equation. Okay, everyone? Then coming to the types of reactions. The very first type is a combination reaction. Combination reaction means two reactants will combine one product. Okay, so two reactants, they will combine to form one product. So that is a combination reaction. Okay, everyone? Two or more reactants, they combine to form a single product. That is called a combination reaction. So example, magnesium plus oxygen will combine to form the magnesium oxide. Okay. The second type of reaction is referred to as decomposition reaction. So decomposition reaction means where a single reactant is there. Okay, everyone? In case of decomposition reaction, a single reactant will break into two or more than two products. Okay, there are three products here, just suppose. So, decomposition reaction means when one reactant breaks to form two or more than two reactants. And the example is of ferrous sulfate, right everyone? FeSO4, ferrous sulfate. So, when we heat ferrous sulfate, right? When we heat, this triangle means the heat. So when we heat ferrous sulfate, it breaks into ferric oxide, that is Fe2O3 plus SO2 plus SO3. So what will be your observation, everyone? Gases are formed. Sulfur dioxide and trioxide, two gases are formed. Okay. And see, the FeSO4, it is basically of, hello everyone, what is its color? Ferrous sulfate, it is greenish color, right? This is of greenish color. But ferric oxide, it is of brown color. Okay, it is of brown color. So, color changes from greenish to brown. So, color, first observation is color changes from greenish to brown. And secondly, two gases, that is your SO2 and SO3 gases, they are released. Then is displacement reaction. Displacement, I hope you remember the activity series. Okay, tell me what is it? What is it? Please stop calling my African zebra in Latin class. Okay, please stop calling my African zebra in Latin class. Okay, everyone. So it says please stop calling. Okay, please stop calling my African zebra in Latin class. P means your potassium. Okay, everyone. P means your potassium. So P means your potassium, S means sodium, Ca means your calcium, Mg means magnesium, aluminium, zinc, iron, lead and copper. Okay. So please stop calling my African zebra in Latin class. Okay. So potassium is more reactive than sodium. So displacement reaction means a more reactive element will displace a less reactive element from its aqueous solution. Okay. A more reactive element displaces a less reactive element from its aqueous solution. So the famous example, the most important example is Fe will react with ZnSO4, right? We can say Fe plus ZnSO4, Fe plus ZnSO4 will give you FeSO4 plus Zn, right? FeSO4 plus Zn. Fe plus ZnSO4 will give you FeSO4 plus Zn, right everyone? Is it right? Can iron displace zinc? No. This is wrong. It will be, see students, I just told you the sequence, even then you missed. It should be, what it should be? It should be FeSO4 plus Zn will give you ZnSO4 plus Fe, okay? This reaction can never occur, okay everyone? This can never occur. So the reaction will be FeSO4 plus Zn will give you ZnSO4 plus Fe. So we have to be very, very particular regarding the sequence. The element which comes first is more reactive. So zinc is more reactive than iron. So zinc can displace iron, but iron cannot displace zinc. Okay everyone? So we have three types of reaction so far. One is combination reaction, second is decomposition reaction, third is displacement reaction. Now fourth is double displacement reaction. Okay, what is the fourth one? It is a double displacement reaction where two solutions, okay, the two solutions, and those two solutions are barium chloride and Na2SO4. What are these two solutions? Barium chloride and Na2SO4. Okay, so barium chloride, the barium chloride, it reacts, barium chloride that is BaCl2 will react with Na2SO4 and will form BaSO4 plus 2NaCl. Now this BaSO4 which is formed is a white PPT. Okay, it is a white PPT, right? So BaSO4 is of white color and it is a white PPT. Because in this reaction PPT is formed, this is also called as double displacement reaction. What do we call it as? Double displacement reaction. Okay everyone? So double displacement reaction means where two solutions, they exchange their ions with each other, right? They exchange their ions with each other. What is the color of barium sulfate? White. The second example is, this is your second example, PbNO3 plus 2Ki. I hope you have discussed yesterday also. Lead nitrate plus potassium iodide would form lead iodide and potassium nitrate. Will form lead iodide and potassium nitrate. Okay everyone? Now next reaction is the oxidation reaction. Oxidation means addition of oxygen and removal of hydrogen. What is oxidation? Addition of oxygen and removal of hydrogen. Okay? Addition of oxygen and removal of hydrogen, right? So what is oxidation reaction? Addition of oxygen, removal of hydrogen, and our example is Mg plus O2 MgO. This is one example. The second example, Cu plus O2 will give you CuO, that is your copper oxide. What is the color of copper oxide? It is black in color. Next is reduction reaction. Reduction means addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen. It means addition of hydrogen or removal of oxygen. Right everyone? Reduction means addition of hydrogen, removal of oxygen. For example, CuO plus H2 will give you Cu plus H2O. Okay, this is an example of reduction reaction. CuO, that is copper oxide, will react with hydrogen and will form copper plus water. Right? So far we have done 6 types: combination, decomposition, displacement, double displacement, oxidation and reduction reaction. Then is redox reaction. Redox means, means reduction. What is reduction? Re means reduction. Red means reduction, and ox means oxidation. So redox reaction means it is a reaction in which oxidation and reduction both are occurring simultaneously. Okay, oxidation and reduction both are occurring simultaneously. Again, we'll give the same example. CuO plus H2 will give you CO plus H2O. Exothermic reaction, the reaction in which heat is released. Right? What is exothermic reaction? The reaction in which heat is released. For example, carbon reacts with oxygen to form CO2 and heat is released. Okay. So, carbon plus oxygen will give you carbon dioxide plus heat. Then is a neutralization reaction. Right? When an acid reacts with base, it will form salt and water. Acid will react with base to form salt and water, and the famous example is HCl plus NaOH will give you NaCl plus water. It will give you NaCl plus water. Okay, right. Now then, law of conservation of mass. I hope you remember this. We've discussed it just now. Yes, it says that the total mass of reactants will be equal to total mass of products, right? We can write it as the total mass of reactants is equal to total mass of products. Okay.